Greetings and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Kiyonah. May you be blessed. This is part 3 in a series that I've been doing about Mother's Day and motherhood and coping with issues around having a bad mother or no mother or a damaged motherhood. And part of ascension and becoming a sovereign being is being free of any kind of attachments or entrapments that cause you to suffer. So when you've had a bad motherhood, you've had no mother, you've had a bad mother, you've had a ruined motherhood, there's things we need to do to try to heal that so that it's not a blemish on our being. And it's a process and it takes time, so be kind about it. Basically, when your earthly mother has been bad, or you've had no mother, or your motherhood has been damaged, one good thing that people have always done down through the ages is they have turned to the divine feminine. Whether it's a goddess or someone like White Buffalo Calf Woman, or Mary, the mother of Jesus, or just the overall goddess who is one with the God in divine union. And you can transfer the love that you wish you could have had for an earthly mother onto the divine feminine. And in order to fully develop yourself without that mothering in your life, you can look to the divine feminine. And one of the things that people have done down through the ages is they've had rituals and ceremonies and initiations. Initiation into adulthood and maturity where you parent yourself, and you don't have a mother to honor, so you honor the divine feminine. So you can look into doing a coming of age ritual for yourself, no matter how old you are, and find ways to honor the divine feminine. And there's a lot of guidance we can find on these things in books, usually in the shamanism section of wherever you look. And part of preparing for the initiation or the ritual is to focus your awareness and your intention, and to ask yourself, what is it about this issue that I need to leave behind? What is it about my childhood that I need to leave behind? Who do I want to become in regards to the divine feminine? How do I want to honor this trial, this test, as it has brought me into full maturity, so that I don't become bitter and broken, but I become fully honorable and compassionate and wise? And if you prepare to do this kind of ritual, think about who you want to have around you to welcome you back into life. People who might play the mothering role for you, or who are the embodiment of the divine feminine, or who encourage you. What comes to my mind is all the midwives I've had and the female doctors who have empowered me to trust myself and to try what my intuition told me and things like that. And how do I want to be in this embodiment of divine femininity? Whether you're male or female, what kind of gift do you want to give to the world in honor of the divine feminine? And what kind of gifts would you like to receive from loving the divine feminine? I talked in the previous 2 parts of this series about the pain of having a bad mother or no mother, or having your motherhood be damaged. The pain. But we have to get through the pain to whatever awaits us on the other side. And in order to be whole and complete and evolved, we need balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And then transcendence of all boundaries of masculine and feminine, so that everything is divine. And that can feel like a real obstacle when you have pain from a lack of the divine feminine in your life, which you are reminded of during holidays like Mother's Day or Father's Day if you had a bad father, no father, or your fatherhood was compromised. Including if you had children whose fathers abandoned you. You know, Father's Day becomes a sensitive subject. So I think part of the answer is initiating yourself from a wounded child into a fully embodied adult who can have compassion on the failures of these beings and possibly even see their failures as a trial and tribulation that developed you. Yes, it may be true that you were abused, you were treated unjustly, you were not loved. I can certainly relate to all of that. That may be true, but it's also true that you are a child of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and you do have a natural right to be fully embodied in balance and wholeness. But if those people let you down, then it's up to you to do it. And you might not be able to at first, but you can at least keep it in your mind with awareness and intention, so that by the time the next Mother's Day comes around, maybe there is something to celebrate, even if you just celebrate the divine feminine, you know. By planting flowers, by talking with wise elders, by finding symbols of the divine feminine and the goddess to surround yourself with. Maybe wearing a goddess necklace or wearing rose oil to empower divine feminine love. You know, cooking really nourishing, delicious foods that make you feel nurtured by the divine feminine aspect of the earth. You know, you can even make a mask and put it on and take it off and explore the meanings of that and all the different layers that we have as people. Like if you had a bad mother, that's not all she was. She wasn't just a bad mother. She was also a embodied soul. You know, she was a friend to some people. She had roles that she filled and stuff, and she was just a person. So maybe we could expand beyond the woundedness of having a bad mother or no mother or having our motherhood damaged. So that's pretty much the conclusion I'm coming to, is just to honor the divine feminine instead of always trying to cope with the bad motherhood that you experienced. Just start shifting our reality a little bit to embrace the possibilities of full embodiment by focusing on the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I'm going to give it a try again and see how it helps. You know, start looking at some awesome mothers like Mother Teresa, you know, or Maya Angelou. You know, different women come to mind who seem to really embody that. And just sort of soften the pain by nourishing myself with positive images of motherhood and womanhood. You know, mother issues can really affect every area of your life, from your nutrition to your fertility to your relationship styles to your own parenting styles. And you don't want to carry forward any real curses from having had a bad mother. You want to be able to be fresh and clean and open to good motherhood. You know, excuse me, honey, I'm making a video. Can you please give me some space? Thank you. And you can be kind to your children in ways that your mother was not kind to you. You can be kind to the earth in ways that your mother was not kind. You can relearn the things your mother taught you. Like if you had a bad mother, she might have taught you you have no common sense, or you can't cook, or you'll never amount to anything, or you can't have what you want, or no matter what you do, other things are more important than you are. You can go back and reprogram yourself